Hi, we're going to get started making the bag now. This is sort of what your finished product will look like. It'll be shorter or wider depending on how you choose to make it. This isn't a specific pattern in any way, shape, or form. If you're familiar with crochet terms, we're working from the top down in a continuous round. If you don't know what that means, it doesn't matter. But for people who do, it just gives you an idea of what we're going to do. If this is the first video you're seeing and you don't know how to make the plastic bag yarn, I will link to it in the description and maybe somewhere on the screen. So you have your yarn. This is about 10 plastic bags, and you should already know how to do that. You should already have it done. So if you don't have it done, you should go back and watch the other video. Alright, so we are going to start this so that we will not have a tail to bury. If you're familiar with crocheting, you know that normally you start and there is a little tail of yarn that you have to hide when you're done. But since we have a loop here, we can start this without having to hide a tail later. So you kind of pull it tight so that this is your end, your beginning. You're going to grab it about 1 inch or 2 from the top and fold this down. Now open up this loop and grab this 2 strands back there with your index finger. So you're going to have this little loop. You see that? Alright. So now we're going to do what's called yarn over. And this is to start our chain. Okay, so you pull the yarn away from you, over your finger, and then pull the loop that was already on your finger, over your new loop, and over your finger. And then pull it up a little bit. Do it again. Over. Pull the loop off. Give yourself a little bit of slack. You want to do all of this pretty loosely. If you make your knots really tight, your fingers are going to hurt from trying to get your fingers back through the knots, because your fingers are going to have to go back through these knots again. So you need to make sure you have plenty of room. And we are just going to keep doing this until our chain is as long as we want it to be. And I don't want to edit the video, so you're just going to have to watch me. Yarn over, pull the loops off, give yourself some slack. Yarn over, pull the loops off, give yourself some slack. Alright, so this is definitely long enough. Let's see. That will be, if that's not wide enough for you, do a couple more. I think I'll do about 3 more. Not as big as I thought it would be, so. Alright, so if that's big enough for you, you can stop there. Just keep going until you get to the size that you want, okay? So to join these 2 ends, you're going to grab your first loop that you started with. You're going to put your finger through there. You're going to yarn over, and now pull both loops over your finger and the loop that you just yarned over. Okay, and that is what we call a slip stitch. Alright, so next we will be working in the round and with single crochet, and that will be the next video.